Blessings, everybody. I want to share a word real quick about when to shut it down. And also, welcome to another segment of Real Talk Cafe, where we gon' show the world the definition of real. But first of all, the world got to know what is real, because there's so much fake stuff out there, and a bunch of frauds and replicas and duplicates out there. So it's like when the real shows up, everybody like, where did he come from? Oh my goodness. So it's almost shocking when somebody come out and tell the truth and just keep it real with everybody and just say what needs to be said versus what somebody wants them to say or what somebody wants them to think. But anyway, I had somebody hit me up in my DM on Instagram and just asking, when is it okay to walk away from a toxic relationship when you're dealing with somebody that has mental health issues? And first of all, I want to say mental health is something serious out here. I'll be glad when I really get some money, so therefore I can, take my own money and put it in that, because I never knew how serious and how bad the issue of mental health was until I started working with kids and actually doing prison ministry, because there's numerous of people in there that need psychiatrical help versus just, they throw them in prison and just dope them up because that gives them money and allows the pharmaceutical people to get paid, because it's like the pharmaceutical people, they come out with drugs and then they find some kind of diagnose people with so they can get paid and give it to them, because it's almost like that's the new thing now that's really taking people out and making them suffer from mental health issues, is them giving people dope that they don't need. And I'm going to say dope because that's basically what it is, just legalized dope. And so they want to lock people up for selling cocaine, but it's like, what about locking the government up for, prescribing people prescriptions that they don't need, just because it, fattens their pockets. But anyway, it's like, it's real sad to see people in there in prison just suffering, and they just got them there. When they get out, they're gonna be even worse off than they was before they came, because now they're dependent upon this medication that they probably won't be able to get once they get out. It's because they're shutting everything down and really cutting the funding when it comes to what people really need versus giving them something they don't. And it's sad out here, and it's like, I'm gonna talk about it because I'm not afraid. Hey, government, do what you gotta do, because I'm going to tell the truth, because at the end of the day, God going to hold me accountable. But anyway, when you are in a toxic relationship and you know that it's toxic and it's something that you can no longer deal with, it's time to roll out. Especially when you've done everything you could possibly do according to the word and, just basically wisdom and knowledge in everyday life. Because there's some people out there, they just don't get it. They don't know the difference between what's right and what's wrong. So if the Bible instructs us, it says, woe to those that call good evil and evil good and right wrong and wrong right. I mean, what more could the Lord say concerning that? Because it's almost like if you could sit somebody down and show them where they're wrong and they still don't accept it, something is wrong beyond wrong. And so something is wrong with anybody that have a problem with doing what they need to do. And anybody that don't know what's right, because people are so used to somebody tolerating them. So now they look for everybody else to tolerate them as well. But it's like, you have to set boundaries and let people know, look, I ain't tolerating your ignorant behind. So either you get it together or I'm out. Simple as that. But I mean, I know it's well said, and I mean, it's easier said than done, especially when it comes to a marriage or, you get ready to leave your church or something, because church has really prepped us for oppression and taught us how to, just be somebody's little dog and just be kicked and just, stomped on and just, not fed and not nourished and not well cared for, and just accept it like this is just a way of life. And no, that's not the way God intended for us to live. So therefore, you don't have no business allowing somebody to mistreat you and accepting that. And then if the person have a problem with you bringing it to them and they don't change, because they have the inability, like I said, to know that they're wrong. So it's like it's time for you to do like Ludacris said and roll out. Simple as that. You know, even God, I know, like I said, church has prepped us to be oppressed. And it's like they make it seem like there's no possibly way that you can. I'm not advocating divorce. I'm not. But I don't think, this is me, like Paul said, this is me, not God. I don't think God will really cause for us to be in a dysfunctional and abusive marriage or a relationship, or to be going to a church that's like that, that's operating in witchcraft and manipulation, because it just don't make sense. You know, like what was that? DJ Quick said, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And if it ain't bringing you peace, it don't make sense. And so that's why it's so important for you to know when to roll out. Like Kenny Rogers said, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. Because anybody that will sit around and allow somebody to just abuse them and talk crazy. I've seen couples where, you know, the husband just straight up just mentally abuse a person, you know, their wives, and just make them just think that they don't mean nothing. They don't have no meaning in life. And it's sad. And I've seen women just talk to their husband any old kind of way and just spout off at the mouth and just be totally out of line. You know, it's like, where are you honoring God in that? God said, you know, husbands love their wives and wives submit to their husbands. Simple as that. You know, it's a two-way street. You know, it just don't go one way, your way. And I fought a lot of jelly-back men. I can't stand a weak man that just allows a woman just to just say whatever they want to say and you just sit there like a little puppy. No. And now, especially if you got daughters, you teaching them how to be little witches, and then your sons how to be little punks. And best believe, dads, you little weak men that's allowing your wife to talk to you in your kind of way, when your sons get old enough, believe it's going to come back to you, and they going to tell you about yourself. Believe that. And you women that's acting, you know, outright, you know, just being just rude and disrespectful, and just don't know how to sit down and not be so selfish. Believe me, when your kids get older, they're going to get as far away from possible as they can from you. And so that's why it's so important to know what's of God and what's not, because church has taught us to sit there and accept it regardless. You know, I remember when I left my church, you know, people, man, you better not leave, man. Shoot, man, you. And it's like, what are you, backwards or something? If the Bible says, how can two walk together except they be in agreement? So if I'm not in agreement with what you're doing, ain't it best for me to roll out? But the pastors, they'll get up there and say that stuff as soon as you get ready to leave. Oh, God showed me you back in the streets if you leave here. What? Why would you want me to stay? Even though I'm a good tithe payer and a faithful member, and I'm about it for the kingdom, but I'm not fitting in with your motives and agendas. And that's the same with relationships too. You know what I mean? People got motives and agendas, so they think once they got you, you know, that they could just treat you any old kind of way, and you're supposed to just sit there because, like I said, we've been prepped for oppression. So that's why it's so important to wake up and not put up with people with these mental illnesses. You know, because there's a lot of mentally disturbed people that's functioning daily out here. You know, it's like me. I was a functioning alcoholic. I can drink, party all night, go home and lay down for a couple hours and spring right up and be at work at 5 o'clock in the morning like it wasn't nothing. You know, because I was a functioning alcoholic. So therefore, you got a lot of functioning, mentally disturbed folks out here that have no clue that something is wrong with them, because what they do seems to be working for them and working for other people, because ain't nobody saying nothing. Because it's almost like it's against the law to speak up for what's right and hold people accountable for their actions. And so that's why it's so important to get up out of these places that's making you feel like that you have to accept oppression. And that's where racism comes in, why black people are in the position we're in right now. And I'm going to just say it because I'm at Real Talk Cafe, and I'm going to show the world the definition of real. Had we been standing up for ourselves years ago and just stopped laying down and allow people to treat us like dogs, none of this stuff wouldn't be going on now. These Karens wouldn't even exist. Because they're like, whoa, they're fighting back. It's like a lot of people that go deer hunting. I asked a guy one day, if the deer shot back at you, would you go out there hunting? Probably not. And so once people, I'm not advocating violence. All I'm saying is stand up for yourself. I had posted this on Instagram earlier. You know, if standing up for yourself burns bridges, I got some matches. Let's ride at dawn. Simple as that. You know, because it's like people, they get upset when you stand up for yourself. How dare you not accept me? How dare you put me in check? No, I'm not putting you in check. I'm just letting you know I'm not accepting your ignorance and your way of living. You know, because I'm not going to sit around nobody that might, that has the potential of making me want to slap them. Simple as that. So I'm going to get far away from your ignorant behind as possible. Or deal with you as less as possible. If I have to deal with you. Because that's the best thing to do with folks that really don't mentally understand that they're wrong, is to get far away from them as possible and just shut that relationship down, period. You know? Whether you at work, I was talking to somebody the other day, and they was like, man, I don't believe a lot of this stuff goes on at, you know, at people's jobs and stuff, whether you working at a ministry or a secular place. You know, if people act the fool at church, what make you think they ain't gonna act the fool at work? No matter where you go, you're gonna encounter donkeys, but it's your job not to tolerate that foolishness. So I look at people that allow people to oppress them as you the problem, not the one that's doing the oppression, because you don't have to accept people oppressing you. For real. And so I just want to share that real quick. You know, just be all you can be in life and in Christ. You know, and it's just, wow. It's sad out there, but I know one person is not going to tolerate nobody ignorant. I don't care if it's my mama, daddy, brother, sister, daughter, aunt, uncle, how long I've been your friend, how long I've been at your church or your title or whoever you think you is. If you acting anything outside of being a decent person, I'm going to roll out and not be bothered with your ignorant behind. So I just want to share that real quick. Peace.